So, hello, welcome to a new live stream. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know from where you are watching, as always, here on this beautiful Sunday. And I hope you are ready because in less than 24 hours, or about 24 hours and 30 minutes, we will know a lot more about Virgin Galactic. Smash the like button, guys, and welcome to this live stream. We are having people from Austria, we have people from Sweden, we have people from Berlin, from Russia, from Amsterdam, from the US, from Italy, and from Germany as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is always a pleasure to talk about space just before the earnings. It's Virgin Galactic is a company that not does much at all, right? We have this beautiful airplane here, or spaceship, right? That need to be enhanced, and it's never done before. It's the only company in the whole world that actually can fly people up into space for $500,000 or less, and that's why it's so precious. So you need to obviously look at it as a very, very fragile but very potential investment, right? Nevertheless, once it works out, we can assure that there is a lot of PR and marketing about it, like we have seen in the summer when the stock went from 18 to 60, right? And this will happen again if once they start the operation. I'm pretty sure that we will see those levels again. Now, I want to start with the earnings itself. Okay, so I have here a couple of things prepared. First of all, we're having the earnings tomorrow after the market closes. And we are actually seeing that expected is or forecast is a quarter dollar negative on the EPS. While again, this is not really important, okay? This is not why the stock will jump or crash on Monday after the earnings. It's just a kind of financial measure how much cash they actually burning, right? It should be a little bit less than the last quarter. That's why I think it's here 25 versus 35 where it was the quarter last year. But I really mean that it will be less than the quarter before, because the quarter before it was a kind of very special quarter. It was the quarter before we going richer into the spaceship, and therefore also the stock to the moon. And this required a lot of marketing. The event costed a lot of money, and I think like all in all, we should have the cost a little bit lower than last quarter. This is my prediction, okay? Then we have the stock itself. So the question is tomorrow how the stock definitely will work during the day. I think with the overall positive market, there shouldn't be any big let's say factors. The earnings season is almost over. The Fed decision was done already last week, so the market could have their seasonality and just run and take Virgin Galactic up. Also, if you are seeing here the conversations, I'm seeing a lot of positivity actually at those levels. So 87,000 reactions. Here, for example, people are writing 1,000 of people register with space, confirmation soon. Shares will pop 50% next week after positive earnings and great news. I had Tesla in the 30s and lost patience. Not so here. I know it's going to pay off way better in one or the other way. Well, with one trading day before the earnings report, shall we speculate that they might say to move the stock price? We all know that nothing on the financial side will be a surprise, so no movement from that. That's actually right? The refurbishment is just starting, so no news there. I guess there will be a timeline though. So I think a timeline will be definitely provided, a more detailed one, so investors actually can understand, okay, what's going on. And by the way, guys, I will definitely stream the earnings tomorrow. But I will most probably not be able to stream the earnings call, unfortunately, because I'm traveling and that's why you will see the earnings with me. Okay, the earnings I will do, and then I will rush to the airport, and then the next vlog will be from a more tropical destination. You can guess in the comments where I'm going, and it will be revealed in the next 24 or 48 hours. Okay, for that, make sure to follow me also on Instagram, Wolf of Dubai Danny. Easy to remember, easy to follow, and if you want to know all of that extra content that you cannot get enough from on this channel, then make sure to follow me there. Now, the next thing is always, as you remember, Virgin Galactic was kind of a Wall Street bet stock as well, which means that I always have a look, okay, how is the sentiment, how is the stock discussed inside Wall Street bets. This is very, very nicely done here on swaggystocks.com. But as you can see, the number one topic is obviously Tesla, because Elon Musk is about to sell a lot of his Tesla shares. And after that, other stocks are discussed, but not really space. I guess this will be changing tomorrow, okay? By the way, let me have a look in the comment section, because I'm seeing you guys are already quite active there. Here we go. So, I want to also welcome people from Palm Beach, Florida, India, Lithuania, Czech, from the moon. Okay, people are watching from the moon. And I also welcome our good members here, Thomas Rittel, Gallardo Steve, right? And the tech freak from Berlin. This is always appreciated if you are passing by. And if you don't know what the membership means, you can actually get, if you click the link below, there is access to the membership that you pay monthly to YouTube and get access to Discord, or you get the whole X10 Masterclass with all the video analysis on space and everything else. It's up to you. I think it's worth it, because with the X10 Masterclass, you get even lifetime Discord access. And tell me wrong if there's like super interesting people inside. I always love to scroll through it daily and look what you guys are discussing with each other. I want to go into the next big thing. If you're going into, looking into a stock, specifically into the earnings, I always look into stock options, and if I see any unusual option activity, okay? So this is a website, Options Sonar, and here you can see the overall statistics of options, and here you can see that the sentiment is rather bullish, with $7.9 million of people's money traded into the bullish side, and about 3.14 is traded on the bearish side. A very big position here with about $564,000 into call options with a strike price of $15, where the people play a little bit safe, obviously, but you can see here that the people think that the stock shouldn't go less than 15 and above, way above that, right? I mean, this is how you make money on the options. Guys, by the way, if you have any questions, just put it into the chat and I will get to it once I'm ready with what I'm about to show you guys, and then we will talk about that. Oh, so there's a good question here from Distressed Travel. With the Mubalada investment, what's the chances of a surprise Abu Dhabi spaceport announcement? Last news was 2014. I think, I think it's not the time right now. I think it was in one of those interviews where actually the old CEO said we have some conversations with, for example, Italy. So Italy could be the European spaceport, but one in Middle East could be next. And I think that this is something I think that Michael Koglaser even said in the call, that they will focus in like 1 or 2 years. Okay, so and then you can see the let's say the wave of great news. Let's say start of operation, announcement of new spaceport. We are flying celebrities into this sky. I actually have a funny story. I think it was today when I talked with one of my good friends, and he invested into space as well, a very small amount, but he invested, and he was never convinced, and he was obviously when the stock, I think his average price was 45-ish, and he said to me, he doesn't believe so much, but he's waiting until the stock comes back, and then he will sell with little or no profit. And then he watched the documentary, and he watched a documentary on Netflix about the Inspiration 4 mission. Okay. As you remember, I really recommend to watch that. That's a very, it's on Netflix, so it's for free if you have Netflix anyway. And it's basically about the mission of 4 civilians into the space. And once he watched that, he said like, wow, I didn't know that. And I'm getting goosebumps here, guys, when I'm just talking about that. I didn't know that, space is such a great adventure that people actually want to go there, and how exciting it is, and going to the preparations, going to the last few days before you're going up, then staying in 0 G's and or 0 gravity or microgravity. I think this is something that is our let's say arbitrage. Okay, it's something that people don't see as of now, but they will very soon. Okay, so this is the whole concept about it, and when you're early, you can be quite very much to be let's say rewarded, obviously, right? So this is it from that perspective. Now let's go further. What I'm also wanted to have a look. There is 2 articles which were one is from the 5th of November, and which is a little bit of negative. So here is the estimate of 28 cents per share. Then there is a question about the delay commercial timeline. But then I figured out there was a link to if there's maybe sometime an update on the point-to-point travel. And I read here a very nice comment which says, while some investors have described high-speed, hypersonic P2P air travel opportunity as the icing on the cake, we see hypersonic as both the cake and the icing, with space tourism as the oven. I really like that. This is apparently by the Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jonas. It's a little bit, let's say older. It's from 2019, so 2 years ago. But always nice to read this kind of comments, all right? Positive comments. Now let's have a look into the comments and the chat section. Thank you very much for still being here. So let's have a look. So let's have a look. Do you have any questions? What good news are expected and what bad news? Well, bad news are we pretty much through, right? Good news is the ticket sales. The timeline, maybe a shorter one than expected. Some news that we don't know about, okay, that even were not discussed before. Then the Delta Wing airplane reveal. That would be very positive and bullish, I think. So that, you have more positive than negative in my personal opinion, because, they are working now and they said how long they will work, and this crashed the stock a bit. So, this is like old news, right? So everything that comes now is good news and new news. So I expect this stock not go too much lower from here, in my personal opinion. Okay, never financial advice, guys. This is only what I'm thinking, but I'm, for short term, everybody is super bad at it. So, don't take that as a let's say, guideline. Okay. Is the stock oversold? MJ is asking. Let's have a look. This is easily, there's you can say yes because it went so far down, but there's actually a technical way to describe this, and this is the RSI levels. Okay, so here you can see we are around 40, which is the levels of here. So from here it went a little bit down. It's here. I think we were also around 40. Here we was also around 30, 40. We were here about 40. Here, for example, we were at a little bit less than 40, but then we gained here a little bit, as you can see. And we need to also remember that we come from a very oversold situation already. We was on the 27th of October at 30 RSI levels, which was then oversold, plus we had like the support here that is at around $18, and then we jumped here 10%, 10% from here, which was quite amazing. Demi Nis B, how many tickets could they have sold by now? Well, this is the question, because they said they will start with the ticket sale immediately, but it's not like a ticket that you buy for a concert, okay? So I assume that behind the scenes, they have started to call the people and say, okay, what about you registered and or prepaid even this amount? Hey, do you want to go to space? This is the experience. Then they explain the experience. Oh, by the way, this could be also another bullish part. They reveal the whole experience, how the whole experience will look like for guests. I think this is something that is still overdue, because they said they will launch that before or around the Richard Branson flight. So I think that this is something that could be also very bullish. Okay, so oh, and smash the like, Rafael Marquez from Portugal. Thank you very much. Don't forget to smash the like. Guys, I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. That's why I want to go early to bed, because tomorrow will be a very, very big day with a very big space video as well. It has to do something with Peter Thiel and a monopoly that space is building. So stay tuned. And thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your best Sunday that you ever had. Thank you. And with that said, soon we go to the moon.